Hello, Lou. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
First of all, I would like to thank you for joining us. It's a great pleasure and an honor for us Argentinians to have one of the best rock voices of all time. It will be great to have you. Is this your first time in Argentina? This will be your first time here, right?
Yes.
I would like to first of all ask you, how can you define this period of Foreigner after all these years, all the success during the 80s, but also some crisis that you had to face and being again in the band? How can you define this moment in your life and in the band's life?
My times with Foreigner were the beginning of the band and for 25 years or more after that. You know, the band touring day and night for months and months and months at a time. And those were the building times, building Foreigner's reputation as a live band. And I think we did that pretty well. And for myself, some acknowledgement for my name personally and respect as a vocalist. At this time, with this version of Foreigner, we are out there to perform mostly at places we haven't performed before, and some places that we have performed before, but maybe not very often. And that's what this year is all about. And next year is going to be the 50th anniversary of Foreigner.
Wow, incredible.
Isn't it incredible?
Yeah, it's incredible. And let me tell you, I've been working in radio stations for more than 30 years, and I still remember when we play those songs for the first time. Feels like the first time, Hot-Blooded. And then songs, let me tell you, some songs in Argentina are very popular. For instance, That Was Yesterday.
Oh, that's an awesome song.
Yeah, I love that song. And of course, I Want to Know What Love Is. Let me ask you about the first period of your life as a musician. You started being a drummer and then you changed to the mic to be a vocalist. Am I right?
Yes, you are. I was a drummer and I had a pretty good voice. So I got to sing one or two songs in my band from behind a set of drums. I was drumming and singing, and a little later on, the singer quit, and we were auditioning singers. We had singers lined up to try and get in the band, and they were just not bad of the level that we needed to. So the guys in the band suggested that we look for a drummer, and that I would come up to the front and be the singer. At first, I didn't want to do that because I love playing my drums, But after auditioning some more singers, I realized that the rest of the guys had a good idea. So I went up to the front and we auditioned drummers and got a good drummer.
That story reminds me of Genesis and what happened, sort of. What happened to Phil Collins?
Yes, that's right. That's right.
You are on the. I don't know if you follow this, but. You are on the 1 billion club in Spotify with I Want to Know What Love Is, probably the best rock ballad of the 80s. And it's incredible how that song that is 40 years old has a special meaning in these new generations. You know that? The young guys now, the young people still listen and love that song. Isn't that incredible?
Yes, it is. The only other band that I could think of that could do that was the Beatles.
Yeah. Talking about the Beatles, I can recall something Paul McCartney said, Foreigner not in the Hall of Fame, he said.
Yes, I remember that.
Speaking about I Want to Know What Love Is, do you remember the moment when Mick Jones, I suppose it was Mick, brought that song to the band? Did you feel in those times you had something special with I Want to Know What Love Is?
Well, he didn't bring it to the band. He brought it to me, and he had it on a cassette tape, and it was just the beginning of the song, and he was singing a couple early little lines from the verse. Gonna take a little time to think things over. And that was all he had. And we worked on the song from that point. and we worked on it, and it took months to put that song together. We had versions of it that were good, but they just weren't right yet. So we saved the good parts and reworked the other parts until the song was finished, and we knew it was finished. It was the best it could ever be, and then we were going to record it, and we were in the studio, and a friend of Mick heard the demo of the song, and his friend worked at a gospel label, and he says that song needs just one thing. He says, on those choruses, I want to know what love is. He says, you need to have a real church-bred choir.
Wow.
And we all looked at each other, and we were like, and we asked him, do you have somebody in mind? He said, yes, the New Jersey Gospel Choir. And about 3 days later, they heard the song for the first time. They figured out their harmony parts, and they began to sing, and the song had more potential than ever. And it was not just a love song then. It was something higher than that. And
Celestial.
Celestial, yes, good word. And spiritual too.
For telling us and sharing that story with us. You know that song in Argentina. You'll see and you'll feel it in the audience. It's obviously it's a huge song all over the world, but let me tell you, in our country, it's a special love song, and more than a love song, as you say. Was there a special motivation to return to Foreigner after being absent all these years?
Mick is not in great health. He stopped touring last year. To celebrate our induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I thought it would be a good idea for me to join the band to tour with them this year. And I'm glad I did. We've done a few shows already, and I've had so much fun. And I believe that next year will be the 50th anniversary of Foreigner, and it will also be our farewell tour.
Okay, that's a news. That's good news. Ask you if you listen to new music, do you like to be aware of new artists or music tendencies? If you listen to music, what do you like to music?
Well, some of my favorite, they're not brand new, but they're fairly new. Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Yes. Bruno Mars. Kelly Clarkson, who I sang I Want to Know What Love Is at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. You match perfectly live.
Yeah, thank you. I was wondering about that. That's what I wanted to hear. Thank you.
Lou, you have an open mic to tell your fans in Argentina whatever you want.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lou Gramm, and we're coming to Argentina soon. Foreigner is coming to Argentina, and we're going to be rocking the house real hard. So why don't you come out and check us out, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
Lou, thank you so much for joining us. It's a real pleasure to talk with you. Thank you.
Hey, same here. Pleasure.
See you at the show. Bye-bye.
Bye now.